Have you ever wondered how to tell if a woman truly loves you, not just likes you, not just tolerates you, but loves you with her soul? Welcome, seekers of truth. I am Hector, your guide on the path of inner mastery. And this is Better Than the Rest, where we don't just survive. We rise. Because today, we're cutting through the illusions and revealing the signs of a love that's rare, powerful, and unmistakably real. Let's be honest, a lot of guys fall into the trap of thinking that every "I miss you" text actually means something. But the truth is, it doesn't. Words are easy. Actions, they're the real gospel. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 things women only do for the men they truly love. Not the guy they kind of like. Not the one they're just entertaining. But the one they've fully chosen. Once you understand these signs, you'll stop being fooled by surface-level affection. Let's dive in. 1. She nurtures you without being asked. A woman in love becomes a quiet caretaker. Not because you asked. Not because you demanded it. But because something inside her just wants to see you thrive. She brings you coffee without a word, notices your exhaustion before you say anything, checks in about the little things, how your meeting went, if you ate, how you're holding up. Let me be clear, this has nothing to do with gender roles or submission. This is about emotional investment. When a woman genuinely loves you, your well-being becomes her instinct. She'll cook, clean, pray, and support, not because it's expected, but because she wants to see you rise. Why? Because in her heart, your success feels like hers. And here's the truth, she won't do this for just anyone. She won't shift her schedule, fold your laundry, or make soup when you're sick if she's still weighing her options. That level of care only happens when she's all in, when her walls are down and her heart is committed. So next time you're wondering if she's truly into you, don't look at what she says. Watch what she does when no one's watching. That is the real love letter. 2. She defends you when you're not around. Want to know if a woman loves you? Don't just pay attention to how she acts with you, listen for how she speaks about you when you're not there. Does her face light up when someone mentions your name? Does she shut down gossip or correct her friends when they clown on you? Because here's the truth, if she doesn't care, she'll stay quiet. She'll let people mock your flaws or say, "He's too quiet," or "He's too much." But a woman in love becomes your silent sword. She'll check her best friend without hesitation. She'll say, "Don't talk about him like that," even if it creates discomfort. Why? Because defending someone who's not in the room takes loyalty. At that point, you're not just a boyfriend. You've become part of her identity. If her love runs deep, your name matters to her, even when you're not around. So ask yourself, what does she say when I'm not there? Because if she won't defend you in your absence, she doesn't deserve you in her presence. 3. She becomes emotionally exclusive, even before it's official. This one's subtle but powerful. A lot of guys think exclusivity starts with a conversation. But when a woman truly loves you, she commits way before any label. She starts pulling away from male friends with unclear intentions. Stops replying to messages that used to entertain her. Declines invitations that could make you feel uncomfortable, not because you told her to, but because, in her heart, you're already her man. A woman in love self-regulates. No more thirst traps, no more 3 a.m. parties with EXE's friends, no more playing it safe with one foot out the door. Her actions begin to align with the men she respects and sees a future with. You'll notice she becomes quieter online. More private. Less performative. Why? Because real love doesn't perform. It protects. When she starts guarding your connection like a secret worth keeping safe, you're no longer an option, you've become her emotional center. So forget titles. Watch the behavior. If she's moving like she's yours before the ring, that's love. If she's not, you already have your answer. 4. She adapts to your world without losing herself. This is where the real one's separate from the time passers. A woman in love doesn't try to control your world. She doesn't dim your light or tug you away from your purpose. Instead, she finds a rhythm with you. She pays attention to what matters to you, not to manipulate, but because she's genuinely curious about the men she's chosen. You hit the gym late. She's cool with a post-workout call. You're building something and can't text every few hours. She gives you space but shows up in ways that say, "I've got you." She asks about your goals, knows the names of your mentors, and understands the silent battles you don't always talk about. But here's the key, she doesn't lose herself in the process. She keeps her own life, her passions, her fire. She's not trying to escape into your world. She's trying to build one with you. That's not fireworks and roses love, it's real, steady, I choose you every day kind of love. If she's adjusting and supporting without fading, you're looking at something sacred. Because love isn't about control. It's about alignment. 5. She sees your darkness and stays. If you want to know whether a woman truly loves you, don't show her your highlight reel. Show her your breakdowns. Let her see you in your lowest moment, when you're doubting yourself, when the charm is gone, when your eyes don't shine, but your pain does. She listens without needing to fix. She sits in the silence. She holds space without judgment. And she doesn't pity you, she respects you more. Because in her eyes, vulnerability isn't weakness. It's proof of trust. A woman in love becomes your mirror. She reflects not just who you are, but who you're becoming. She doesn't love you despite your flaws. She loves you through them. She may challenge you, call you out, push you to grow. But she'll never make you feel like you're unworthy of love just because you're imperfect. That kind of loyalty can't be faked. Love isn't just about how someone celebrates your wins, it's how they stand beside you in your storms. If she stays when things get dark, not out of fear or duty, but because her heart recognizes yours, don't take that lightly. If this message spoke to you, if it stirred something deep inside, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video to support the truth. Share it with a brother who needs to hear this. And subscribe to Better Than the Rest, because here, we don't chase cheap validation. We walk the path of inner mastery. This is Hector, reminding you. You were never meant to settle. You were built to rise.